Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video I'm going to take a look at the new and improved MSI keyboard. This is the Strike 600. This is one of the latest models in their new 2025 lineup, and I've got to say this is a massive improvement. If you're one of those people that has previously owned one of the other GK range, such as the GK50 or the GK71 Sonic, as you can see behind me, you're going to love this. It's an absolutely fantastic keyboard. One of the key things about this, pun intended, is the fact that it is almost silent. They've gone to massive lengths to improve the key switches, the feel, the texture of the keys, the whole shooting match. So this thing is basically touted as being silent, and it only generates around about 35 decibels of noise when in use, which if you're like me and you're often working late into the night and you don't want to disturb the rest of the family, or maybe you work in a room where there's other people, you don't want to have the clatter of keys all the time while you're into your heavy gaming or just typing away doing some work, this is going to be a fantastic option. So in today's video, I'm going to take a quick look at the keyboard, do some sound tests, and I'll give you some of the pros and cons, of which there are some. There isn't a perfect keyboard on the market as of yet. Hopefully there will be one day, but at the moment, this one has come up as being pretty high up there. Now, for many of you that are watching, you'll know that I've recently been using the Asus ROG Strix Scope 2, which has been my kind of preferable keyboard for a lot of the reasons why I actually love this one. Its stability, its sturdiness, the key responsiveness, the sounds, all that kind of stuff, just the general feel of using the keyboard. Now, this actually shares a lot in common with the Scope 2, and something which it doesn't share is the price. Now, the Scope 2 normally retails it somewhere in around the sort of £100–120 mark, whereas this at the time of launch is retailing for $79.99 in dollars. So depending on what that equates to in UK prices, possibly you'll be seeing this somewhere around the kind of £70 mark, hopefully, at which point I think it's actually a pretty good option. Now, obviously, being this is an MSI keyboard, it does synchronize very well with all these MSI apps. So if you're using MSI Center or you've got an MSI system and you want to synchronize all the lighting, you can do very easily using MSI Center. Alternatively, if you don't want to, there are hardware keys on the keyboard, so you can set all your lighting profiles exactly how you like. And speaking of profiles, there are actually 3 profile settings you can have on here. So you can have 3 different setups, so one for gaming, one for work, etc., and change the lighting in each one of those profiles. Of course, as always, you can do things like set macros and all that kind of stuff as well. So let's take a look at some of the actual specifications for this particular keyboard. Now, one of the first things which stands out as being one of the key things of why it is actually so nice to use and so smooth and so slick is the choice of the new key switches. So this is using the new Kailh Midnight Pro silent tactile switches, which again, like I said, run about 35 dB. They've got a 45 gram actuation force, and also in terms of travel, it's 1.9mm pre-travel and 3.7mm total travel, and they're rated for up to 70 million keystrokes. The switches themselves are absolutely excellent, very, very smooth, very responsive, and they've got a very nice tactile bump to them as well. Although I will say with the stabilizers, I would have liked to have seen the stabilizers being pre-lubed from the factory. There is a little bit of a rattle from some of the stabilizers, but certainly if you are an enthusiast and you don't mind spending a little while, you could go ahead and lube up those stabilizers should you wish to. For most people, it's probably not going to be necessary. Realistically, this keyboard is aimed at the kind of mainstream consumer market, not really the enthusiast market where people spend hundreds, just ridiculous amounts of money on keyboards. For those people, this is probably not for you, but for the mainstream market, I think this is a very good choice. Also, another thing, part of the specifications of this is the multi-layer sound dampening. So we've got both latex and also silicone gaskets in here, 3 of them in total, to really sandwich the PCB and all the boards, etc., and to give it a really nice feel to it. In terms of reducing pings and all that kind of stuff, it's absolutely great. You can't hear any pings or knocks or anything like that at all. It's very, very nice in that regard. Now, in terms of weight, obviously, when you've got a keyboard, you want something to be nice and strong and sturdy. Now, this is using aircraft grade aluminum for the top, or aluminium if you're in the United Kingdom, and it comes in at a total weight of just under 1 kilo. I think it's around about 980 grams. As you'd expect with a modern keyboard, this supports the hybrid 6 and N key rollover, and also has a polling rate of 1000 Hz. This is using a USB Type 2 connection. The cable is 1.8 meters long. Unfortunately, it is a captive cable, which is unfortunate. Would have liked to have seen a detachable cable and possibly even a USB-C one. But again, for the consumer market that this is aimed at, I think that's going to be absolutely fine. So let's take a closer look at some of the switches and also some of the nice media functions. Now obviously this is a full-size keyboard, so you get all the goodness that comes with that, including your full complement of function keys. You also get a built-in media section tool, so you've got fast forward, rewind, play, pause, and also you've got the multi-touch wheel on the side. So there's a really nice knurled wheel there, so you can use that for adjusting volume up and down, or if you press the button in, you can toggle mute on or off. When it comes to the keys themselves, they've got this really nice octagonal design, which harps back to some of the older designs, part of the GK50 range. Those had those keys. They went and changed it on the GK71 Sonic with these kind of more square keys. I actually did like them, but they weren't quite as nice. These have got a really nice feel to them. They almost feel like they've got a textured top, but they actually haven't, but it does feel almost like a rubberized feel, so very, very grippy. You're not going to be having your fingers sliding off in all kinds of weird directions in the heat of the moment during gaming, or typing for that matter. And obviously for RGB lovers, this comes with a full programmable RGB setup, and you've got per key lighting, you've got all the usual lighting styles which you can select either from the keyboard itself using the function controls, or alternatively you can select them all in the MSI Center, which we'll take a good look at a little bit later on. For some of the purists that like to have all of the things that you should have on a full-size keyboard, don't worry, they've got you covered. You do have the number lock, the caps lock, and also the shift lock lights there, so you know what state they're in. Moving around to the back of the keyboard, so this is where the captive cable resides, and also you've got the feet, so you have adjustable feet. Only two options, so either flat or raised, and you do have rubber feet in all of the areas there to keep it nice and planted onto the desk. Also, they've integrated some cable management as well, so you can route the cables for either the keyboard itself, right at the top, or alternatively, if you want to run a mouse underneath there, you certainly can do. A little bit of a gimmicky thing, but certainly it is nice if you want to take advantage of it. Now, before we take a look at MSI Center and what we can do in there, I'll just show you with the hardware buttons what you can do in terms of changing the lighting. So as usual, just press the MSI button, and you can see all of the buttons here have got what they are on them, so it's nice and clear and crisp. You can see what goes on. So you press the insert button, you can cycle through the various RGB modes, of which there are quite a few. And yeah, you get the general idea. So you can toggle through those. You can also adjust the speed of the lighting, also the brightness as well. Or alternatively, you can just turn it off entirely, should you wish to. I kind of like the lighting, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it back to the unicorn puke, but not the default one. Let's go for the sideways scroll. I kind of like that. You can actually change the directions as well, should you wish to, again with those function buttons, or you can do it in MSI Center. Something else as well, for some of those people that don't like installing things like MSI Center, this does actually seem to support the Windows dynamic lighting. I've actually fired it up, and even on my ASUS system, it shows up and it shows as something which supports dynamic lighting. So if you're wanting to take advantage of that and have a minimal footprint in terms of software on your system, it seems you can use Windows dynamic lighting. Okay, so quickly before we take a look at MSI Center, we'll just take a look at the Strike 600 main page there. So as you can see, silently supreme, gives you a layout of the keyboard, talks about the silent sensation with these new Kailh Midnight Pro silent tactile switches. They're very nice. Unfortunately, they are not hot swappable, so they are kind of yeah, the only real option, which is a little bit of a shame, but they do use MX stems, so if you do ever want to change out the keycaps or something else, you certainly can do. Also, it shows you the cross section of all of the keyboard, so you've got your keycaps on the top, then you've got your silent switches, you've got the aluminium top case, you've got the sound dampening latex foam, then you've got your switch pad, then you've got the PCB, then you've got another layer of sound dampening latex bottom foam, and finally for dampening you've got the sound dampening bottom case silicone foam, and then you've got the bottom cover. As we said previously, you can unlock your full potential with the hybrid 6+N key rollover. You can store 3 onboard profiles, and also, like I said, you've got those hotkey controls. So now if we open MSI Center, if you go into features, there's 2 sections where you can take a look at what is going on. So if you go into gaming gear, you'll see you've got your keyboard and mouse. So we go into the Strike 600, you can go in and set up your profiles. You also set macros, a whole bunch of those should you want to, and also you can change your languages. Because this keyboard isn't officially released here in the United Kingdom at the time of making the video, it's showing as English US, but don't worry, you can change that at a later date. You can also record your macros there, all that kind of usual stuff, so pretty much everything you'd expect to see there. When it comes to the lighting side of things, so if you go into MSI's Mystic Light, you can then synchronize all of your devices should you wish to, clicking on that one there, and then all of your devices which are MSI enabled will synchronize the lighting styles. Or alternatively, if you want to just go into the keyboard itself, you can go in and choose your lighting modes. So you've got overlap, steady, breath, wave, radar, whirlpool, etc. And you can choose the speeds, the brightness, and also the directions, etc. So all that kind of usual stuff that you'd expect to see. And if you hit apply, you can go in and it will change the settings for you and store them for you. So if you want individual lighting styles for each device, you can do it individually. Or alternatively, if you want to synchronize the lot, press that, hit on whichever style you want, click apply, and it will set up that for you. So yeah, that's pretty good. Nice to see that you can control it either in MSI Center or do it manually, and also potentially use it in the Windows dynamic lighting profiles. So now we can take a listen to the keyboard itself, and you can hear or not hear how silent it actually is. So the main keys themselves. Not too bad at all. Spacebar's got a little bit of a rattle to it. Again, I think that's down to the stabilizers not being pre-lubricated. So the enter key and the spacebar are the ones of slight concern, which are a little bit louder, but obviously if you're using it normally and just typing away, it's going to be absolutely fine. But yeah, I absolutely love the feel of this keyboard. It's got such a nice feel to it. The keycaps are a perfect size for me. They've got a really nice texture to them. The layout and the performance, the smoothness of the keys and that little tactile bump is absolutely phenomenal. It really is. So I would strongly suggest, if you are in the market for getting a new keyboard, definitely take a look at the MSI Strike 600. Now, for those of you that are considering maybe you wanted something wireless, or maybe you wanted something a little bit different, multi-mode possibly, or even a TKL, don't worry, MSI have got you covered. There are other models available, which we will be reviewing on the channel shortly. So do bear that in mind if you're interested in, maybe you like the idea of this, but you want something a little bit different, then potentially, yeah, you might find something you actually like or want to buy. Also as well, let's talk about the pros and cons. So the pros, absolutely bomb-proof build quality, fantastic switches, very, very low noise, excellent media control functions, and also the wheel on the side, function keys, the lighting, everything on it basically is perfect in my opinion. The downsides I would say are going to be the fact that the stabilizers aren't pre-lubed from the factory. Also that captive USB cable, which for some people is a little bit of a turn off. And also the fact that these switches are soldered and not hot swappable. But if you can look past those things, I think this is definitely worth taking a look at. And again, there will be links in the video description, so you can check out the latest pricing near you. And yeah, hopefully this is going to be part of your MSI gaming collection. So there you go, that's been the MSI Strike 600. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.